time I turn around, that pussy ass nigga in Detroit got something to say. MoneyBoy trade this, MoneyBoy trade that. Nigga, what's up? You don't want no smoke, bitch ass nigga. I'ma stay counting money. Run it up. Big face, blue honey. Run it up. What's beef, you don't want it. Extended clip, hold a honey. Drummer now, you don't want it. Drummer now, you don't want it. Drummer now, you don't want it. Extended clip, hold a honey. I'ma stay counting money. Run it up. Big face, blue honey. Run it up. What's beef, you don't want it. Extended clip, hold a honey. Drummer now, you don't want it. Drummer now, you don't want it. Drummer now, you don't want it. Extended clip, hold a honey. Extended clip, hold a honey. Trap lag, gotta jump in. 2 for 1, Tim Duncan. Back and forth, fiend coming. Blue faces out honey. Paper chasing, bitch, I run it. I'm a star, I'm a comet. Drippin' sauce while I'm stunning. 000 comma. Cape Coast in Guyana. 3 bitches with me thick as shit. Politicking, kicking in the sun. State game, be the hunter. Stupid loud marijuana. Louis Miller, born and raised, got it off the blade, hustling on the corner. Shades, Dolce & Gabbana. President just a shit Obama. Country thug, JJ, MoneyBoy trade, niggas got a problem. Pussy niggas used to rob them. Kept a 38 revolver. Got a problem solver. Red diamond like the Cardinal. 100 rounds in my arsenal. Treat her up like a hostel. I got shooters on the roster. Dreadhead niggas roster. Real deal, no imposter. Legendary, I'm a rockstar. Real deal, no imposter. Legendary, I'm a rockstar. I'ma stay counting money. Big face, blue honey. What's beef, you don't want it. Extended clip, hold a honey. Drummer now, you don't want it. Drummer now, you don't want it. Drummer now, you don't want it. Extended clip, hold a honey. I'ma stay counting money. Big face, blue honey. What's beef, you don't want it. Extended clip, hold a honey. Drummer now, you don't want it. Drummer now, you don't want it. Drummer now, you don't want it. Extended clip, hold a honey.
1 clock, 2 shots. Now he dead like 2 bad. I'm old school like a 2 I'm in the kitchen working 2
Let's get it.
Gucci linen on my ass. I ride designer like a mother. These niggas hit you like I'm falling. I'm smoking cone, no walk. Nigga self-made, a nigga boss. Nigga 10,000, that's a boss.
Come on.
Fake little figure, Kenny Lofton. My middle name should be Caution. My trap booming, it's the option. What you want, nigga? For that work, they paying around. What you need, nigga? Bougie, but I'm young and handsome. Skinny tall like Brad Sampson. A lot of niggas acting feminine. This man a chicken ain't sending me. Feel that like I wanna learn. Like Mike Kelson, all about the Benjamin. Multiplying like a gremlin. Shows you about to finish him. Got no tape, people murder plots with the judge said. When he sentenced him, it was one of me about 10 of him. Keep a party bad like him and him. Me and Jones kinda similar. We be something like a synonym. Motivation like a head coach. Put you on your back like a dead boat. Boss got a DBL, but I'm going in, I'm calling leg quote.
I'ma stay counting money.
Run it up.
Big face, blue honey.
Run it up.
What's beef, you don't want it. Extended clip, hold a honey.
100 rounds.
Drummer now, you don't want it. Drummer now, you don't want it. Drummer now, you don't want it. Extended clip, hold a honey.
100 rounds.
I'ma stay counting money.
Run it up.
Big face, blue honey.
Run it up.
What's beef, you don't want it. Extended clip, hold a honey. Drummer. State gang, the mob. True sippers. We in too deep. MoneyBoy, MoneyBoy, MoneyBoy trade. MoneyBoy, MoneyBoy, MoneyBoy trade. MoneyBoy, MoneyBoy, MoneyBoy trade. Stay with a bag, I'm cashing them check. 100 round shooters on hit. These niggas talking, but they not a threat. BB is diamonds and bands on my neck. Jacking my spread. 4 for 4, pop me a hit. I'm saucing, I'm dripping, I'm wet. I'm trending, I'm wicked, I'm fire, I'm hit. Stay with a bag, I'm cashing them check. 100 round shooters on hit. These niggas talking, but they not a threat. BB is diamonds and bands on my neck. Jacking my spread. 4 for 4, pop me a hit. I'm saucing, I'm dripping, I'm wet. I'm trending, I'm wicked, I'm fire, I'm hit. It's a go 10 and 4, it's a bit. On the ground, about to cook me a jet. Niggas mad when I stun and I flip. With precision, I'm gripping the jet. Burn a brain while I'm gripping the neck. No dealings, I just want some shit. I'm a dog, it's a shame on my mess. Go hard and shout out to my ex. Play if I move it on to the net. I done Brooklyn, post out with the net. I'm shining, I'm bliss. Like a beacon that runs when I'm fresh. VIP talking shit with some jet. Take it simple with Yankee the mix. High fiving with guys in it. Don't ego, my life is the shit. Stay with a bag, I'm cashing them check. 100 round shooters on hit. Little niggas talking, but they not a threat. BB is diamonds and bands on my head. Jacking my spread. 4 for 4, pop me a hit. I'm saucing, I'm dripping, I'm wet. I'm trending, I'm wicked, I'm fire, I'm hit. Stay with a bag, I'm cashing them check. 100 round shooters on hit. Little niggas talking, but they not a threat. BB is diamonds and bands on my head. Jacking my spread. 4 for 4, pop me a hit. I'm saucing, I'm dripping, I'm wet. I'm trending, I'm wicked, I'm fire, I'm hit. I get it, I'm gon' pull off in a hurry. First with you track, I said into my stripping. No time to kick it, I'm busy, I'm working. I just suspended, I'm still out here serving. 30s and green, 3 that's the rain. Pulling the plane, form machine. Infrared beam, carbon 15. MoneyBoy trade, fly with no wing. My bottoms is red, robbers is green. Go to my body, I feel like a dream. Go to one cynical, stop watching clean. Free rich and water, but up for the dream. Fuck your opinion, that's all that I strain. I was 14 when I had a dream. Dollar sign, go for the green. Pop me a bean. Swaggin', I'm fresh and I'm clean. Feeling like Jordan, I'm wearing Supreme. Rolling up, smoking Supreme. Infrared beam. Carbon 15. Precise like a surgeon, I won't miss a thing. 24/7, I'm fly with no wings, bitch.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How y'all doing? I got 3 days worth of tweets to read, so I got to make sure I got my water and stuff on standby. I don't think I got enough, but in between that, I'm gonna have to stop and smoke because there's a lot of tweets to read. Remy Ma then went live again. I don't know where the fuck she went live at or how my nigga Chig Smooth found it, but she did another one. I forgot what. I ain't really listen. And what the fuck was she saying in that? Oh, she said some. I don't know. I don't know. She crashing the fuck out though. And she also uploaded, she said, oh, that's what she said. She said Papoose was blackmailing her. And then she said that she put out what he was blackmailing to put out. And it was just a whole bunch of pictures of her and the dude, which I don't know. But yeah, she crashing out. The Knicks blew it again. So in the Eastern Conference Finals, Pacers up 2-0. They won 2 on the road. And the Thunder, they won 2 at home. I think Minnesota can pull 2 off, but I think the Knicks' spirit may be broke. They had 2 close games and blew it. They were leading both games at the half. They were leading late in the fourth, and they just, I don't know. They ain't get it. That's going to be an ugly finals, though. The Pacers versus the Thunder. Never been seen in finals history. I think the Pacers, I don't know how many finals the Pacers have been to. I don't think I've ever remembered them being in. Maybe one in my lifetime I think they were in. And they probably lost to they lost to the Lakers. Reggie Miller didn't get there. Or did he? Did Reggie Miller get there against the Knicks that year Mike was out? I don't remember. Yeah, because the Knicks blew it. I don't know if there was because that was to get to the finals. So they've been twice that I can think of. The Pacers been twice. The Thunder, if they go, this will be their second time. So, and they 2 exciting teams, so I ain't mad at it if that's what it shakes out to be. But all right, let's I have purposely stayed away from listening to anything that happened in the Diddy trial these past 3 days so I could be shocked with these tweets as I'm reading them. Remember, I think the last time, we were talking to the Homeland Security guy. That are starting to release pictures from evidence too. I see it wasn't Law and Crime, it was True. One of these crime shows, they had like the picture of Cassie with the gas in her head and the pink cocaine and shit of that nature. I was shocked by that. Never seen no shit like that and in my life, and I hadn't seen some things that was new to me. But all right, that's where we stopped off. The Homeland Security guy was talking about how he was searching the property. I don't know who Don Hughes is. Kid Cudi, y'all know him, the rapper. I'm gonna have to click one of his ebooks one day. All right, before the jury is in, Judge, the defense letter about expert Dr. Hughes preserves your objections, Ms. Shapiro. But the defense letter is not in the docket. While after inner city press objection, the U.S. letter is in. So damn, they objected to this nigga who's giving us the tweets. His name got called in order, and they said, Jackson. Diddy docketed on Dunn and Sean Combs trial after Inner City Press 1 docketing order. After 12 May, I ain't gonna click on that. Oh, it's on Patreon anyway. Never mind. Judge, when Dr. Hughes is on the stand, I'm sure Mr. Bach can raise that and cross. As reported yesterday, damn, Diddy got 10 lawyers? It's Jonathan Bach, husband of Alexandra Shapiro, who was defense for Trump, for example, in the Trump SPAC trial. Son of a bitch, this nigga got 10 lawyers. What about those texts involving Miss Ventura and buying drugs in Boston? And y'all can see the screen, can't you? Hold on. No. I'm trying to see. Can I make it bigger? I guess I can knock myself off the screen. I don't technically have to be up there. Let's see. Well, it didn't change anything. It just took me off the screen. But whatever. All right. What about those texts involving Miss Ventura and buying drugs in Boston? AUSA, we think it's irrelevant, but if they redacted it, it is not hearsay that she was in Boston and on her own. I think that's why Mr. Agnifilio wants it in. Judge, I think on it. We're concerned that Miss Porter's death may be used to build sympathy for Mr. Combs and lead jurors to believe that if he is convicted, his children may. The judge said, hey, my nigga, I said I think on it. As to Mr. McCuddy, the defense is concerned about hearsay. So wait, they don't want the jury to have sympathy for him? Like, they already know his children gonna be without, like, that's a given. If he in jail, then yeah, the little girls, the twins, it's a wrap for them. I think this nigga got 2 sets of twins too, because he just had a set of twin girls or something that went to prom or some shit last year. He got a young baby. I'll think on it. Mr. McCuddy will not be testifying today. Did I miss that? The judge got an attitude like, hold the fuck up. He ain't testifying. Did I miss that? We emailed it at 10:45. That is not in the record. Why not? No need to take a week to redact it. Okay, this is the paperwork that bro put up. I'm not am I reading it? I'm not reading it. I'll let y'all read it though. I got to save my breath. So while y'all read that, I'll drink me some water and things. All right, class. Hopefully y'all are done reading that. If not, you got to do your own reading at your own time. We're moving on. I give y'all 10 more seconds. The judge is a bit ornery. This Wednesday, he was upset. Please get the witness, Mr. Gannon. Check on the jury. Welcome back, Mr. Gannon. Mr. Gannon, let's continue with items you seized on Star Island, GX 215. What is this? High heels and sex items in the master closet. What's this? 3 cell phones found in one of the boots. The USA displays a Gucci bag for the jewelry. Pull up GX10A and the stipulation. Zoom in on paragraph 5. A white plastic bottle. It contained liquid residue of meth and liquid MDA. Liquid meth? These pills were found with the Tesla imprint on them. Them was rolls. These had the active ingredient in Xanax. This $100 bill had residue of cocaine. Mr. Gannon, what's this? A dark wood box with the word Puffy on the top. Okay. Puffy had a party. I said I spoke too soon about this nigga didn't have no drugs, like just not no recreational drugs. Apparently he had plenty of drugs, but why didn't they why in the fuck didn't they charge him with any drug charges in this racketeering, in this RICO case? No drug charges. Okay, we go down. And it said, how do you know that this is the Astroglide and the baby oil you seized? How many bottles of each? 31 bottles of Astroglide, 25 baby oil bottles. Any other cell phones found? Yes. Astroglide, them folk stock has gone up. It's finna be in all the porn scenes from now on. By name. BX 1301, page 3, paragraph 1. Was a gun found in this suitcase? Yes, a 45. Must have been legal, otherwise he would have been charged for it. Hold the bullets up for the jury. No further questions. The judge said, cross? Hell yeah. The day of the search, you knew that Mr. Combs was leaving the country with his twin daughters. Objection! Sidebar. To after the sidebar, his lawyer. In planning the search, you knew that none of the targets of the investigation would be there. Objection. Overruled. The plan was to have him not there, but we had contingencies. What type of vehicles did you use? Armored vehicles. And a boat? Come in by land and by sea? It's common practice. Nigga, it's not common practice. It's because most people don't have no fucking... Most people don't stay near waterways, sir, where you could pull up by water. Everybody ain't rich like that. The armored vehicle, yeah, that's standard when SWAT and shit come through, OCU. But no, not by boat, nigga. Not by boat. Hell no. 80 or 90 agents. Not all at the same time. You found 6 people and kept them handcuffs for an hour? No, ma'am. There was one individual who wasn't happy with us and wasn't cooperating. So we kept him in handcuffs longer. Because he wasn't happy with cuffs? I wonder what that answer was. There was a music studio in the guest house, right? Do you recognize this? Yes, ma'am. It's the studio. Move to admit. Photo of mixing board, keyboards, love and jeweled scripted over it. While Agent Garrett is still on the stand, here's a courtesy. Okay, it's a picture of the dude testifying. Look how they got Diddy. Look how they got Diddy. Puff Daddy like nickel. Hey, he got his legs crossed too. Okay. He's still doing the Diddy style. The gun was wrapped in the towel. It didn't look like how you displayed it to the jury yesterday, right? Yes, ma'am. Did you find any photos of Mr. Combs with these firearms? We did not. Do you agree that handguns, metal, is easier to get a fingerprint than maybe another type of device? Can't say if it's easier, but it can be done. Can you get prints off a gun easier when it's inside? I think so. At HSI, you have Mr. Combs' DNA, right? Bro said, I don't know. When he was arrested, the government took a DNA swab, right? I don't know. Hold up the Gucci bag. The drugs were in this bag and in the puffy box, right? Yes. Your Honor, I'm going to introduce a sealed exhibit with the help of IT. May I approach the witness? Yes. May we proceed? Well, we may proceed. DX304. There. The USA Smizer. They cut off the screens. Can't see exhibit. Combs, lawyer. Please don't say the names of the people in this photograph other than my client. Don't talk about it. May we confer with counsel? You may. We may take the sealed exhibit down. Oh, so there's something the public can't see. Agent Gannon, you live in Florida. Don't many people have guns in their homes there? Don't many people have guns in their homes there? Objection, rephrase. Do you have guns in your home? Yes. No further questions. Judge, redirect. Nope. Next government witness. The government calls Dr. Don Hughes. What is your profession? Clinical and forensic psychology. I treated people who were in World War II, which was such an honor. How many times have you testified in court? 60 or 65 in the Southern District, New York. I don't know what EN is. I just learned what SDNY was. Now I got to figure out what the fuck ND is. Eastern, I don't know. District. I don't know what that is. It can't be the same. Maybe he did that wrong. Maybe it's supposed to be ED, the Southern District, New York, and Eastern District, New York. He was typing fast. And the Northern District also. New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Connecticut, Virginia. We offer Dr. Hughes as an expert. No objection. What do you anticipate covering? Why victims stay? Memory. Have you been retained by the government? Yes. What is your hourly rate? 600. 6,000 for the day in court. Ooh. Damn. 600 hourly, and then she go to court, 6,000. Why do victims stay? There are psychological bonds and the psychological consequences of the abuse. What are the levels of fear? It ranges from physical violence to butterflies. Violence doesn't have to happen all the time. What is psychological violence? They done gave these bitches a new term to run out here and use. What is psychological violence? Intimidation, throwing things, telling you what you can do and where you can go. Now they're going to put, they are now, these women out here, I'm telling y'all, they are now going to start associating narcissism and psychological violence together. Watch it. Watch it. It's going to be an uptick in this word being said. Telling you what you can do, where you can go. Objection. Hold on. I'm going to strike that last answer. The bad thing about that is the jury already heard it, so you can't strike it from their goddamn brains. It's in there already. Hey, USA Mitzi Steiner. They got some weird ass names. What can be the role of sexual abuse? It puts the victim in significant psychological fear. Why does it prevent leaving? Shame, degradation. They don't want to think about it. What the fuck is it? Get out the screen. What is emotional abuse? Putting down our partner, feeling like a piece of crap. What about financial dependence? Well, did he call her ugly and fat and any of those things? For it to, whatever. What about financial dependence? The abusers controls housing and transportation, taking away her laptop. Objection! Sustain. Stop asking that shit. Get it up out of there. If he bought it, he could take it away. He ain't take away nothing she bought. Are you familiar with love bombing? That honeymoon phase. The abuser showers her with gifts and affection to get her back. Does the attempt to leave happen over time? Yes, it takes multiple attempts. Which is the most common coping mechanism? Trying to work it out because of the trauma bond. You don't want to lose your partner. Personal coping mechanisms. How does placating or appeasing work? But I don't get none of this because she cheated several times. She left and got with other niggas. I mean, the nigga car supposedly got blowed up according to them, but dang, he had already fucked by the time it happened, so it didn't even matter. How does placating or appeasing work? We're trying to avoid abuse. All right. In a world where everybody is verified, I choose not to pay them like everybody else with a blue check. What is minimization? The victim says maybe they had a bad day at work. Maybe they were intoxicated. It's a way to stay in the relationship, but it increases their risk. It's not a long-term strategy. It gets from one assaultive episode to the next. What about the power relation? A person can have power as a principal of a school. The victim asks, who is going to believe me? When does the victim finally speak? In a safe environment or after psychological help? What type of language do victims use when they first speak of it? They minimize, they are piecemeal. They remember the chipping paint on the ceiling, the smell of alcohol on the perpetrator's breath. Sidebar and then cross-examination. It will be by Jonathan Bach. Only recently brought on. So it's a husband and wife team on his defense. That is amazing. And I just bet their house be full of arguing. 2 lawyers. Your clients, you observe them closely. Their cognitive style? Yes, says Dr. Hughes. People don't fit into boxes, right? There are categories, but you have to listen to particular individuals, right? I'm not divorced from my training. When you do forensic work, you want a lot of sources of information, right? If it's relevant. You look at police reports, witness reports, and the like. Correct? Correct. You're familiar with malingering? I am. I'm not. Let's see what the fuck that is. Now hold on. I gotta look this word up. I don't know what that means. Unless one of y'all know, feel free to type it in the chat, even though I can't see the chat because I'm reading the tweets on the other screen. I should have asked Google, but I don't even feel like having every device in this motherfucker go off. Exaggerate or feign illness in order to escape duty or work. All right. I don't know why she asked her that question. Exaggerate or feign illness. Is she saying that's what Cassie did? Or he, because the dude. Okay, and the lawyer says people can fabricate emotional responses, correct? They can. The judge said, Mr. Box, should we break here? And he said, I don't have a good cliffhanger. The judge said, break, my nigga. Okay, he breaking. I'm breaking. I need some water. And I may possibly take a smoke break. If I could look at the chat now, I think. What's going on, James, Melissa, Leah, Miss B? And that's it. Yeah. I can't see the other channel. Who the fuck is George Kaplan? But wait, during the break, they bring in George Kaplan to invoke his Fifth Amendment rights against self-incrimination. Who the fuck is George Kaplan? No, I see a damn film character. I don't know who the fuck that is. Oh, it's a former aide to Diddy. Okay. One of his former assistants tried to hold it down and said, I will not talk. I think they probably a little wounded him and he ended up snitching. Judge, welcome. Did you receive a subpoena? Yes. Do you intend not to answer on the Fifth Amendment grounds? Yes. Your Honor, please sign the immunity order. Has he read it? No. Read it first. The attorney says he's read it. Judge, I will sign the immunity order. Oh, shit. The government will seek to admit GX69A. So, yeah, they did the little woody judge. They gave him immunity, which means if he still plead the fifth, they're going to lock him up to the trial over, which would be 7 more weeks. Because it said 8, and we've been through week. No, we're on day 10. So it's been 2 weeks of a 8-week trial. We got like 6 more weeks left. They went on break. All right. Hello, yours truly. I'm smoking. Y'all read that shit on y'all own until I get back. I'm sorry. It's a ghetto show tonight. Kiss my ass. It is what it is. I ain't had Captain D's in a minute. Yours truly said they Captain D's smell like funky bleach water. Stinking mop water and shit. I said that's just nasty management there. It ain't supposed to smell like that in Captain D's. Okay. I'm putting my weed out. Oh, the dogs are arguing with each other. Oh my. Okie dokie. All right. Damn, teachers are going teachers. Wow. I don't know. Your Honor, we emailed you the exhibit over the break. We object to it as hearsay, says the Combs defense. The statement, "Think I feel" from Mr. Combs is ambiguous. He could be saying, "Thanks for the advice." Yeah, thanks, I feel you. We'll pick it up after Dr. Hughes. Please get her back on the stand. You are with the American Psychological Association, which says you should only render an opinion after an examination, right? Answer, where? This is a different role. You have not gathered information about this case, right? I am not rendering an opinion on any individual. There is someone named Cassie, but you don't know what she said, right? I don't. But you sitting there. I got good job, defense. Now you saying you ain't really know. You trying to say for for the government why the hell Cassie probably stayed. They didn't ask Cassie why she stayed. The government didn't ask Cassie one time why she stayed. If she went through emotional abuse or none of that shit you just testified to. But we know why you did it. Good job, defense. Good job catching that one. But you don't know what she said, right? I don't. You've testified across the river in the he mistyped. Eastern District, New York, right? Right. And you say the same thing, even though the cases are different, correct? It's to help the jurors understand. But it's their job to consider their case, right? You don't publish and then, okay, Bach ask again, or something else that moved on. You don't publish data on the patients you evaluated, do you? It's confidential. So I can't cross-check your experience, the basis of what you're saying, right? Ooh. People might go to a civil lawyer to make a little money, right? Objection! Judge said, let's move on. In civil litigation, you might look for malingering, right? And then said, you gave a webinar about giving expert witness testimony, right? Yes, for battered women. Bach, let me show you. DX, sidebar. During the sidebar, exhibit from Star Island Raid, Baby Oil and Astroglide. Look at this shit, y'all. It ain't seem like a lie. Look like he had him some fruits. Is that a lime in the box? Okay, now when you see that picture, it don't even look that bad. It don't even look that bad when you see it. He got the nice, so they was doing whippets. Oh yeah, that's definitely the whippets box. The food grade nitrous oxide, yep. They were getting high. They were getting white boy high though. Diddy, you were doing a lot of white boy drugs. The fuck ketamine and shit. You niggas, or maybe I'm too broke to afford shit like that, but I don't think I would do it if I had the money. The fuck? All that weird ass shit. And whippets, that's some cheap nigga drugs. That's like trailer park trash shit, huffing and shit. I don't know. I've never done hard drugs. The hardest drug I've done would be ecstasy. Yeah, ecstasy. Percocets, those aren't hard drugs. And weed. Man, all the other shit, nope. Never snorted anything, shot nothing up, stuck nothing up my booty. None of the weird shit these motherfuckers be doing to get high. It's just, I don't know. I'm different. But this don't look bad though when you just see that. That's from one spot. So when they got all together, they said, well, 100 bottles of baby oil all together from all three of his properties. That's normal then for the freak offs. Because he not buying it, but you know, his people said they didn't want to, when he called and said, I need baby oil, they didn't want to just bring one and then he run out and they be mad at him, so they would bring 2 or 3. It's not like he was going in there buying this shit by the caseload. He don't even shop for himself. But the Astroglide indicates he was either doing a lot of anal or somebody's pussy was dry. You don't need all that extra lubrication if the pussy is doing what it do. All right. Back to reading. I had forgot we was reading tweets because the picture was up. Whip it good. Do. What's that little? What did it say? Some she got the little pussycat. Something. My pink pussy or some shit. Okay, that's something for the girls. You got the little pussycat thing in there. Diddy said he gonna make sure everybody bust a nut in this bitch. You hear me? I need water. Hello, infamous. We're gonna send you to the jury room for a bit. All rise. Yesterday, Miss Shapiro submitted an exhibit ex parte. Now reviewing a document. What should I focus on? It shouldn't show this witness has a bias. She can be shown the documents about training domestic violence advocates and asked if she remembers, but I won't admit it as evidence until she denied it and it becomes prior inconsistent statement. Witness re-enters then jury. Does this document refresh your recollection? Let me look at it more closely. Yes. The fourth part is about navigating cross-examination, right? Yes. Most of your income comes from court-related work, right? 6,000 every time she stepped foot, right? No, maybe half. You've raised your rate to 600. It's been the same for some time, but you've raised it. Commiserate with others. You've been retained hundreds of times, but you've never come into court and testified in defense of a man accused of a sex crime. That's correct. I don't evaluate offenders. You met with the prosecutor 6 times to prepare your testimony, right? Correct. Hey, my nigga, can we have a sidebar? You may. Did you discuss the topics with the prosecutors? Well, all due respect, it was mostly me educating them. But you know nothing about the case. Were you advising them on how to prevent evidence in domestic violence cases? Oh, I wonder what that answer was. Didn't you help them write briefs? Can we have a sidebar? Damn. The judge like, yeah, but nigga, you getting on my nerve. Keep this shit short. Shorter than the last. And then this smart ass court reporter said the sidebar, in fact, been short. Has it in fact been shorter? So it's been longer. But the defense is eating this goddamn witness up for no apparent reason. And they don't like it. It's making them look bad. Judge, sorry that it wasn't shorter. Ms. Steiner, you reviewed some filings to the court in this case. It was all related to the subject of your expert testimony, right? Correct. In fact, we redacted. Yes, you did. You are a board certified forensic psychologist, right? Yes. How many of those? How many of those are there in New York State? I think about 40. Is that it for the day? Because there is no, let's see, let me click on this one because there is no more replies. There are no more replies. Okay, there we go. I got worried because the last one says show more, and there's already going to be some work when I finish this one to try to get to day 9. I got to go through a whole bunch of shit. But we're going to be in this together. This is like reading Rainbow or some shit. Oh shit, YSL still finna be up there? Oh no, they just brought his name up. Your defense work is almost entirely for victims of domestic violence, right? I'm not sure that's true. You work with Mr. Brian Steele, who was defending a woman charged with reacting to domestic violence, right? Yes. And Mr. Steele decided not to use you after meeting with you. Move on. Damn. I said, Brian Steele said, fuck you. And he wanted Diddy lawyers. So that brings into her credibility. And if she know what the fuck she talking about, if a defense attorney decided not to use you and the government considers you to be an expert. Move on. No further questions. Next witness, the government calls George Kaplan as an assistant for Diddy. When did you work for Combs Enterprises? Has anybody seen Mr. Bentley? Mr. Bentley is loyal. He'd have been quiet. If they didn't serve him a subpoena, that nigga ain't answered the door. He ain't sent out a tweet, a IG, a Facebook Messenger, or nothing. This nigga has just disappeared off the face of the earth with his umbrella and his suspenders. From 2013 to 2015. What fell under that holding company? Clothing, liquor, entertainment. I was executive assistant to the chief operating officer. Where did you work? 1710 Broadway. What was your next position? Executive assistant to the chairman, Mr. Combs, from September 24th to September 2015. Who did you report to? Miss Karam, KK. She essentially ran Mr. Combs' life. Where did you report? LA. What did you do? Carried his bags, made such things where when he wanted them, as he trusted me more, he had me around more. I'd set up hotel rooms. How many hours a week? 80 to 100 hours a week. How much did you get paid? $125,000 a year to start. What did you do in the morning? Make sure everything was in the bathroom. The breakfast cooked. He was recording a mixtape, so we worked late. Who was security? Uncle Paulie, D-Rock, and Ruben, later licensed security in the second half of 2015. How frequently did you communicate with Mr. Combs? Multiple times a day. Things could be found in the back, an iPad, drugs, whatever. Did he threaten you? He threatened my job. How often? Maybe monthly. He'd say he was only to be surrounded by the best people and that he wasn't. For example, he want me for whatever. He asked me for a 1 liter water and I brought back 2 half liters. He said, no, he particular. That nigga wanted 1 bottle of water, not 2. Celebrities are kooky like that. That ain't bad. That's just quirky. He must not have saw that The Devil Wears Prada movie. That lady was mean to motherfucker. She was quirky. How did you travel? On his jet or going in advance to make sure it's all set up? How did you set up hotel rooms? There was a bag. I unpacked it. Clothes, candle, Astroglide, baby oil. Who bought this? Often me. In what cities did you set up hotel rooms? LA, New York, Miami. In LA, Mr. C. Bel Air, the Intercontinental. In New York, the Trump by Columbus Circle. In Miami, the SLS. How was it booked? Frank Black, based on Biggie's Frank White. Would you clean up rooms? Yes. Bottles of baby oil, Gatorade, once brown crystallized powder on the counter of the bathroom sink. The fuck? Why did you clean up not hotel staff? It was implied protect his public interest. I was keen on doing that. Explain. Objection. Overruled. I found hotels would sell photos to newspapers to shame guests. Did he reach out to you from the room? For food, clothes, sometimes drugs. I did it. What drugs? I don't know what a DOP kit is. Illegal drugs. And then agnophilia, I object to the term illegal. What other drugs? Advil, ketamine. What's he asked for? I picked up drugs for him. MDMA. Who asked? Mr. Combs in LA and Miami. In Miami, Mr. Combs asked me to call a person. He came and gave me a bag of pills, MDMA. I gave him cash. I gave the pills to Mr. Combs in LA. I went out and met the person in Hollywood. I gave money. He gave me a bag. We'll break for the day. Okay, so. Oh, he said, wait, there's more. The Crawford email chain is about Gina, and Gina is out of the case. She's not coming. She's in the indictment. They could get her here, and they're choosing not to. I'll submit a letter by 10 in the docket. Oh, so Gina's not testifying. Oh, shit. That's breaking. I don't know. I don't see anything about fucking. I don't see anything about Gina in there. Tomorrow, Mr. McCuddy. Oh man. Okay, so now I gotta go back to the top, I think. All right, I gotta click on fuck. This part I was telling y'all about is finna be. I go through a lot of shit. It was the 21st, so I need to go to the 22nd. It's today. I need the 22nd. Well, that didn't say it. I'm still trying to figure out what they prove. I think this guy's giving us, he said he's doing the most important tweets. I want to actually, I may want to read the whole trial. Okay, I think this is it. Oh, no, I don't give a damn about the Megan and Stallion shit. Oh no. Go back. Oh. Come on, it's the same shit. Show more replies. Oh no. Oh no, this has nothing to do. Yeah, this is something totally fucking different. That ain't. Judge adjourned. Okay. I think this is it. Day 9. think I finally found it. Yeah, this should be it. Cause if y'all got Twitter, y'all can follow him and listen to his ebooks. I don't know what exactly he got on them, but he doing them with, I guess, more in depth coverage or breakdown. And he's selling documents and shit on PayPal. Patreon as well. I need more water before I start reading. See, they back to Mr. Kaplan on the stand, so we in the right spot. Note, down at courthouse entrance, much security, presumably for arrival of Kid Cudi, now up in court before jury is brought in. The judge said, I didn't hear government objecting to Mr. Kaplan testifying about Miss Ventura asking for drugs in Boston. Judge, let's get Mr. Kaplan back on the stand. When did you carry cash for Mr. Combs? $50,000 on his private jet. Did you pick up cash from Mr. Combs? $10,000 at Western Union from Combs Enterprises. What long-term relationships with Mr. Combs were you aware of? Cassie, Kim, Gina. Who is Kim? Mother of his children. Cassie, girlfriend. Gina, another girlfriend. The jet flight to Las Vegas, what was the layout of the jet? 4 chairs, a partition. I had a partial view over my right shoulder. When you witnessed violence by Mr. Combs on Ms. Ventura, why didn't you intervene? My career. After the glass, so you was a man and you could have stopped him, you could have stood up to him, but you was like, I need my job, G. I ain't mad at you. I'm not mad at you. But you could have stopped it though. You chose cash over morals. How you know Diddy would have fired you if you stood up to him? He may have gave you a raise and said, that's how you do it, daddy. That's what I'm talking about, daddy. Stop me when I'm out of line. And you may have got a raise and a part in the freak off. You never know now. After the last glass breaking, what did Mr. Combs do? He came forward. Cassie stayed in the back. He asked me to get creams to conceal the bruising on her face. How did you pay for it? Corporate credit card. Why did you leave Combs Enterprises? I didn't think I should be covering things up like that, like buying witch hazel. Nigga, you just said you ignored it for your career, but after you... This nigga was there. He had 2 separate jobs, so he was there several years. He got promoted. And he went from being somebody else's assistant to being directly up under Sean. And he did the directly up under Sean for a year. And he did the other dude for at least a couple years. My career, but then I ended up saying, fuck it. So you didn't care about your career. Also, my father had prostate cancer. Any of violence, he threw things at Gina in the entryway of the main home on Star Island. What was he throwing? Green apples. Damn, Diddy throwing fruit at these hoes. Jane, that's what you used to do. You used to be out here throwing fruit at these hoes. Have you been to a Diddy party, James? I always thought that was funny. You was a fruit ninja. How hard? Very hard. Later, I took the medicine bag into their room. Mr. Combs wanted me to leave quickly. Then what? I heard Gina at the gate and male voices. Who? Security. When you left, what did you do? I collected myself, then went to work for an integrated marketing firm. Okay, let's see what the defense do. Why did you go work for Combs Enterprises? He was an incredible entrepreneur. I have learned from him. What did Brian do as COO? Ensuring profitability of each unit. I was an employee when Revolt TV launched. Tell me about it. We were on the 6th floor, 1710 Broadway. Everyone there, it was momentous. Diversity was important to Mr. Combs, specifically for the African Americans. What did Blue Flame do? Marketing for Ciroc. What is Diego? They own Johnny Walker and others. Mr. Combs set up a marketing entity for Ciroc. Your job, what was it? For example, Mr. Combs would say, we're going to leave the house. He meant 3 to 5 minutes. I had a checklist for the bags and toiletry. It was a bad look in me if something wasn't there. On me if something wasn't in there. Is there a binder near you? I can't read that. It says Southern District. I'm handing you something to refresh your recollection. Take a look at it as long as you want. You ran an off-site training, a graduate from Harvard. Also Kenny from Harvard Business School, also Kenny Barnes. I remember. You were effective, right? I worked hard. I don't know how your answer. Was it good or bad? Complicated. He didn't need to yell at you when you brought 2 waters. I worked hard. Okay, who was Biggie? A huge rapper who unfortunately passed away. Wasn't Biggie's birthday a holiday at Combs Enterprises? Yes. Was it a creative environment? Absolutely. It attracted all types of creative people. Lawyers, musicians, advertising people. A few specific questions. You used a corporate credit card? Yes. How did Mr. Combs pay? KK held his wallet with a black American Express in it. You have no reason to think he kept track of how baby oil was paid for. No reason. Or applesauce? He loves applesauce. I did not know this. On cheeseburgers? On everything. Let's talk about the plane. You heard glass breaking. You didn't see it? I didn't see it. The incident with Gina. You walk into the house. There's a thin table. I don't know. You don't remember how a person could get out of the gate at 2-Star Island? No, I just heard screaming and commotion. Screams of terror or of how can I open this gate? I don't know how to distinguish between the two. He threatened your jobs, but did he physically threaten you? No. You talked about Kim Porter, how she was different, his respect for her. They had incredible kids. Thank you. When you set up a hotel room for Mr. Combs and Miss Porter, there was no baby oil, right? Lotions. You expressed caution about hotels while you cleaned the room afterwards. Hotel staff could sell photos. Everyone wants a payday. Uh-oh. Hold on, y'all. I need water. Everybody wants a payday. You sent him a photo of him and Kim Porter. After she died, I was heartbroken for him. You were close. I invited him to my wedding. I didn't hear back. Objection. Surprised looks. You respected him? Yes. I said, I invited Diddy to my wedding. I ain't heard back. What's this photo of? Me, KK, and Mr. Combs at Teterboro Airport. He just got the jet. That's why there's champagne. You're happy there, right? No. Refresh it. It's that I was glad I had found the mascara in the back seat. Mascara. They found you and subpoenaed you. I had to retain counsel right away. No further corrections. No further questions. Redirect. Which incident shook you? the plane with Cassie, and the apples with Gina. I felt guilty I didn't do anything after the incident with Cassie on the plane. But you didn't see any injuries? People can be injured without injuries being visible. The tonality, intention of the apples he threw at Gina, it was troubling. You told Miss Karam about both incidents. Yes, and I told her I am unwilling to stand behind the behavior that I was quitting. Did Christina say she would quit? No. How long did she stay after you told her? Until recently. Next witness, we call Kid Cudi. And he said he in a leather jacket, white shirt, and blue jeans. He a greaser. What did you do for work? I'm an actor and musician known as Kid Cudi. Who is this? Cassie. We dated in 2011. Who else was she involved with? Diddy. What did you know about their status? That she and Sean had some problems and they weren't dating anymore. They broke up. In December 2011, did law enforcement respond to your home? Yes, I had a break-in. Cassie called me at 5-6. She said Sean Combs had found out about us. She asked me to pick her up, so I did. Why? She was worried. What was her demeanor? Very stressed and weird and worried. Where did you go? The Sunset Marquee. I thought it was safe, off the radar. A rich hotel is safe and off the radar. All right. Who else did you speak with? Capricorn Clark. She sounded near tears. What did she say? That Sean Combs in the car near my house. Objection. YSL still is in action. Overruled. Damn. You called Sean Combs? I did. He said, I'm over here waiting for you. When you arrive, what did that outside look like? Pretty normal. Any security cameras? Yes, but I found out they weren't working. But the security cameras had been moved. Did you move them? No. What did you see inside your home? Gifts were open. Some stuff I got from Chanel, and my dog was locked up in the bathroom. How did you usually leave your dog? I let him roam. How long had you had your dog? 3 years. What changes were behavior of your dog? What changes were behavior of your dog? Or whatever the fuck he was trying to say. What changes in behavior did you notice of your dog after the break-in? Jittery, on edge all the time. Nigga, they locked the dog in the bathroom. I got back in and called Sean Combs again. I was looking for him. I wanted to fight him, you know. Did he answer? He said, I'm on my way. I thought to myself, objection, grounds, non-responsive, overruled. Damn, this is a scene from a goddamn movie. And said, answer a new question. When you saw Cassie, how did she seem? Depressed. Did you see Cassie in Connecticut? Yes, she needed it. Did Mr. Combs call you? Yes, he hit me a few times. Called me. What did you say? That I didn't want to talk to him. He broke into my house, hurting my dog. He wanted to fight. How he hurt your dog if your dog was locked up in the bathroom? Now, I'm just saying, this is pretty gangster here. I don't know if I condone it or not, but this is some pretty gangster shit. Wait, he like, hold up. You fucking with my bitch? See, if he wanted to hurt your dog, he would have killed your dog. So y'all think Diddy got niggas is running around opening gifts and shit? They ain't still that. They just open the gifts So what did they really do? Just I guess that was them just letting you know they knew where you stayed. That's her fault. She dropped the low. So they just pretty much that's all they did. Let you know where they stayed, where you stayed at. And then he was talking to you. I'm waiting on you, Playboy. He just wanted to have a freak off with you. Oh shit. I didn't want to talk to him. He broke into my house. He hurt my dog. Did you and Miss Ventura break up? Yes. What about your car? My dog's babysitter called me and told me my car was on fire. Where were you? At a relative of my ex-girlfriend. Where did you go? To my house, 8925 Hollywood Hills Road. Let me show you 6 pictures. Do you recognize? My Porsche. That's the damage to my Porsche from the Molotov cocktail. Who took these photos? Chip, a good friend and collaborator. What's depicted here? The hole they cut in the roof of my car to put in the Molotov cocktail. So wait, they said Diddy blew his car up. He really didn't blow it up. Somebody put a Molotov cocktail inside. What was your reaction to the car being set on fire? What the fuck? Objection. Hold up. No, that nigga said, what the fuck in court? He is an actor, though. I mean, he is an actor. I forget. He drove that helicopter, and I can't think of that movie. Was it Need for Speed, I think. Objection, overruled. Judge said, break, my nigga. After he said, what the fuck? We need to go to break. For juror respect. Will you finish the witnesses of today? Yes, though the cross of Mr. Kaplan was 3 times longer than we thought. Was the damage on your car present before the call from the dog sitter? No. Do you think it was accidental or intentional? Intentional. Where did you last see Miss Ventura? At the Soho House. I'd reached out to Sean Combs and said, let's talk. This is getting out of hand. Damn. Hey, bro, he said, this is getting out of hand. Kid Cudi is not no street nigga. Can we have a sidebar? Do we have an objection? Yes. Sustain, disregard, and move on. Who set up the meeting at Soho House? D-Rock and my manager. What was Mr. Combs doing? Standing there. Oh, shit. What was Mr. Combs doing? Standing there like a Marvel supervillain. Oh, shit. He did play the hell out of that Joker. That man said he was standing like a Marvel supervillain. He said we were homies. You know, that is my girl. We homies. You know that's my girl. What did you say? I thought you had broken up. Then Sean Combs offered me water twice. It was weird. Sean Combs being so calm. What did Cassie say? That we have fallen in love. Things happen. What did you say to Mr. Combs? What about my car? He said, I don't know what you're talking about. I walked away. Damn, you just walked away? So you know he fucked up your car, you just walked away. Nigga, you should have caused the scene. Now I'm telling everybody. I'm snitching. Now you should have been the whistleblower all them years ago over your Porsche. What about my car? I don't know what you're talking about, Playboy. Get out of here. Did you see Combs later? A few years later, also at Soho House. He said, I'm just sorry for all that bullshit. I was surprised, so I found peace with it. No further questions at this time. Brian Steele, young thug, old attorney. I want to ask you some questions about your Porsche in 2022, 2012. I apologize. You get a call about damage to your vehicle. Any surveillance photos? No. My dog's babysitter did send me pictures of the damage. The DNA taken. Are you aware it came back being a female? Objection. No foundation. Sustained. Do you know there were DNA results? I'll allow that. No. Miss Ventura told you it was over. We just stopped talking. You told this honorable court and jury that she played you. Yes. She played you and you had no clue? No clue. And she talked to him just to make Diddy mad and got this man car fucked up and his house broken into and his dog traumatized. In 2011, you went on a tour. Yes, 65 locations. Yeah. At that time, Sean Icon as an icon, fair to say, yes. You and Miss Ventura had a sexual relationship. Objection. Sidebar. After sidebar. And Kid Cudi. Mr. Steele, can I? No, you can do that on redirect. Brian Steele said, do you want to tell me something? Sean Combs asked me about doing a song with Miss Ventura in 2010. Thank you. You believe they left your front door unlocked? Yes. No forced entry? No. Well, that would have been Cassie that did it then. She left the door unlocked. Because how somebody that worked for Diddy get to your house and leave the door unlocked? Just presence open, door in the bathroom. I'm not belittling, just asking. You called Sean Combs. Yeah, he was calm. Yes. You went to see him. You didn't think he had a gun? I couldn't call it. You're a strong person. That's how you categorize yourself? Yeah, this crossed the line. Miss Ventura told you she was abused? Yes. But she never said she was sexually abused, true? She did not. You loved her? Tell me if I'm wrong. I did. You got played by the same person who played Mr. Combs, Cassie Ventura. Ooh. Ooh. In the 13 years since, have you ever been notified in California that there's been any more action on this car fire? No. Did Miss Ventura have multiple phones? I don't remember. 3512. If I said it, I said it. Do you know what a burner phone is? Untraceable. The trespass, you call it break-in. Miss Ventura told you she'd given your home address to Mr. Combs? Yes, in the morning. No more question. Thanks. No problem. Redirect. What did Miss Ventura confide in you about abuse? That he would hit her, sometimes kick her. The day of the break-in, was she carefree? No. What did Capricorn Clark tell you? Sean Combs and an affiliate forced her into a car to come to my house. I called the police. How would you describe Cassie that day? Just really shook, him finding out about us. Why did your relationship with Miss Ventura end? The drama. It was getting out of hand. I wanted to give space. What drama? The break-in for my safety, her safety. Objection. Grounds. Speculation. Overruled. Come on with the replies. did you have safety concerns? Because I knew Sean Combs was violent. Your Honor, man, we approached and had a sidebar. The meeting at the Soho House, Mr. Combs said, I don't know what you're talking about your car. Did you believe him? Objection. Rephrase. What was your understanding? That he was lying. No further questions. Any recross? Nope. Mr. Cudi, you done. All right. And then they went on a break. They want to put an exhibit showing Miss Ventura scantily clad. We think it plays into a stereotype that if she dresses like this, she must have consented to the freak offs. Hell, she told us she consented to the freak offs. You don't have to tell us. She said when Sean said, you don't want to do them no more? She was like, I'm so predictable. And then she said she bagged out. I only have the album cover. We can bring it up on the screen. Does, but not for the public gallery. We have withdrawn some of the exhibits. It's rather about her career opportunities and the like. What's the relevance of these exhibits? The next witness did Miss Ventura's makeup, but what's the purpose of the pictures? It's the 402 issue first, relevance. Miss Ventura testified about her career being impacted. I'll stipulate. This one is of a public event, so what's the problem? It's a low-cut dress. I'm allowing it in, but not 6'5" or 7'4". Bringing the witness and the jury. What's your name? Myla Morales. I'm a celebrity makeup artist. Do you recognize anyone you've worked for? Sean Combs in the gray sweater and white collar. When did you work for Mr. Combs? 2000, 2005. Then who? Rihanna. Who else? Jennifer Lopez. Cassie. When did you work with Cassie? 2007 until COVID. She was like a little sister to me. How much older than her are you? A few years. Did you see her with injuries on her face? Grammy weekend, Prince party. Where were you with her? Beverly Hills. I fell asleep in a room and woke up to a commotion. Cassie walked in, then Sean asking, where the fuck is she? What did he do? Walked into the bedroom, shut the door. What did you hear behind the door? Yelling and screaming, both of them. Then Sean Combs left. What did you see next? Cassie, she had a swollen eye and knots on her head. I packed her things up. We went to my house. Then my doctor friend came and examined her to see if she had a concussion. All these rich motherfuckers got doctors coming to their house and shit. What were you afraid of? Sean, I feared for my life. Objection. Move to strike. Overruled. How long did she stay? Days. Have you done interviews about this? A couple. Were you paid? No. Did you provide evidence? Photos of me and Kim Porter, early 2000s. Were you paid? 1,000. No further questions. Cross. Did you assist Miss Ventura for any red carpet events? Possibly in some music video. Black and yellow. We have photos. The goal was that she looked put together. Yes. These photos show your artistry. You posted them on Instagram. Yes. You were in her hotel room, though you live near. Yes. You met Miss Ventura's family, her father. You called a doctor and a lawyer. The lawyer lives in San Francisco. You provided emotional support. Yes. You did an interview with CNN and with Extra TV. Don Lemon, Piers Morgan. Yes. Did Dateline reach out to you? I don't look at those anymore. Did you ask the government if you could do more? Look at this. So you asked permission to speak to Dateline. Of course I asked. After the incident, neither Mr. Combs or anyone from his company ever approached you. No one did. For a documentary where you paid therapy. You sold the photos to CNN for $1,000. Yes. No further questions. Next witness. The general manager of El Hermitage Hotel, Los Angeles. Why are you here? I received a subpoena. Are you familiar with the hotel's reservation system? We have a system called Opera. We enter in personal preferences. How long do you keep them? They stay forever. How reserved? How reserved? Who reserved this room for Sean Combs? Ryan Lopez. Also, other names were used. When was this profile first created? 2006. It said Sean Combs and Bad Boy Records. Then they changed it to Jackie Star. Let's look at 2011, 2012. This reservation. What's the bill? Over 2,000. It says only charge if Christina Corum approves. What were the instructions? Put the room out of service for cleaning. Like the room hot, set it for 75 degrees. What are these complaints? Candle wax on carpet. Security call. Charge $500. No further examinations. Cross-examination. None. Next witness. Special Agent Josh Croft. Where do you work? HSI. I extract data from computers. What is your training? The Sands Institute. What does that stand for? I don't really know. They're opaque in that way. What tools do you use? TX1 and Digital Collector. Whose laptop did you extract? Cassie Ventura. This is a MacBook Pro, roughly from 2010, 2011 with the white case. Did you boot it up? I got to the MacBook factory default screen. What you got? Data. Yes, the hard drive had data not overridden by the factory reset. What is unallocated space? Something not viewable. Something previously deleted. Explain how computers store data. You have a table of contents. A file can still be stored in unallocated space. Let's stop moving. What the fuck did I do? Stop it. Why are you doing this weird shit? What the fuck did I just do? Oh no. Yeah. I don't know what I did, and I know my Twitter is ratchet, so I gotta get the fuck up out of there. What the fuck did I do? It's gonna take me forever to get back to where y'all remember where we were at? Damn, Jewel fucking name. What the fuck is? Oh, I don't remember where we were at. Which tweet we were on? What was that nigga name? Homeland Security nigga. Damn it, man. Is this the right one? I think this is it. I think. Oh, just the wrong one. Go back. What the hell y'all doing? Yeah, this is it. Fuck. All right. Okay, I can share the screen again. Hold on, people. Well, the weatherman lied. They said it was supposed to start raining at 8 p.m. It did not. Okay, yeah, I gotta try to figure out where the hell we were. I'm throwing the apples. Okay, where it is. Okay, Cudi. Show replies. Oh shit, ain't nothing. I'm trying to make Diddy into the world's biggest gangster. Okay, dog sitter, Soho House. I didn't think Diddy had that foul on him when he met him, though. They wasn't that scared of his ass. All right, okay, we close. Them that Jackson's. Okay, makeup artist lady. Oh yeah, she talked about the pictures. Read those. Okay, yeah, the data. Okay, Josh Croft. The hard drive had data not overridden. What is unallocated space? Okay. When there's something not viewable, something previously deleted, explain how computers store data. You have a table of contents. A file can still be stored in unallocated spaces. So on these 3 laptops, how were they backed up? Agent Croft. iTunes was used before iCloud. Some looks a little funky, but you can validate the funky, as you say, data by going to the raw data. Yes, nothing further. On one of the laptops, there was a Frank Black profile. Yes. Did you process every file? Yes. Have a wonderful weekend. Frank Black, did you proceed under Miss Ventura's consent under warrant? dokey. No more witnesses. Jurors, I intend to release you early. Any objections? The jurors laugh. Don't read anything about the case. Go for a walk. Watch the Knicks events. They gained one loss, which they did not do. He told him that a day early. We're making great progress. All rise. Okay, so now I gotta go back one more. Hold on, let me get my, I don't know why the screen just got small like that again. May 22nd. Today's the 23rd. Where's today's testimony? What was it goal? Dun-dun-dun. Now and day without Diddy. Okay, so he just giving his opinion on that. Oh, well, we're caught up. They did not do anything today. They did not do day 10 for Memorial Day. The Combs trial is off until Tuesday, is what he said 13 hours ago. All right. Okay, then. All right. Well, good deal then. I'm caught up. I thought I had to read some tweets from day 10. That's why he told them to watch he gave them the day off to watch the Knicks avenge and they did not. They lost. So there's that. That's all I have. That's all I got with this one. Tommy been cutting up over on Rumble. I may come back and see some fuck shit. Somebody sent me a particular Fibrissima video that they want me to review. So I may come back in 30 minutes or so. If y'all don't see me in 30 minutes or so, it ain't happening. But until the next episode, we out.
Never been a hoe, I stay on go, so what the business? Nigga talking reckless, shoot this bitch ass with the quickness. Now he bleeding, sorry, begging, asking for forgiveness. Bow, 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 limp biscuit. All my niggas wildin', they done labeled us a misfit. Wake up every morning, 2 or 3, 5 in the tidbit. Oh shit, did nobody come to see you old? It's some focus. Shoot 100 shots, no reloaded. Master of the game, you would think I'm into coded. Memphis niggas spit this pippin', mackin' like I'm golden. Ho, with my money, you gon' turn me to the old me. Say hi, first class flight, I'm in the nosebleed. Copy, cooking, whipping, shipping, till we count the proceeds. OG, I've been moving back niggas since 03. Low key, niggas hating, but they don't want no beef. State gang, true sippers, bitch, I bet we gon' eat. Get jammed, get a lawyer, make it bunny, don't speak. Pour up, I need some more. A nigga had a long week. Shout out to my plug, he showed me love, he out in Long Beach. I'm true geek. Walked in by myself, but left with 2 freaks. Ooh, weed, nothing in they mouth and on they booty. Austin Power swag, yeah, baby, this is groovy. You can call me MoneyBoy, or you can call me Nudie. Hood niggas, churches, chicken, let me get a 2-piece. Top down, 2-seater, let me feel the 2 breathe. Gotta hold it steady, chopper, kick it back like Bruce Lee. Lately, I been in the zone, I guess I'm in my 2-3. Don't call my phone for nothing less than a QP. Feeling like the Migos, cause my bitch is bad and bougie. All my haters love me, all these bitches just some groupies. Came a long way, I like to introduce the new me. Standing on business like I'm king or like I'm Drewski. Call me Run Island cause I like my love for choosy. When we link it's a movie, she bustin' like a Uzi. I love the way she do me, I beat it up like Uzi. She dancing just like Suki. Call me Run Island cause I love my love for choosy. When we link it's a movie, she bustin' like a Uzi. I love the way she do me, I beat it up like Uzi. She dancing just like Suki. I never been a hoe, I stay on go, so what the business? Niggas talking reckless, shoot his bitch ass with the quickness. Name pleading, sorry, begging, asking for forgiveness. Puss ass nigga, Limp Biscuit. Never been a hoe, I stay on go, so what the business? Nigga talking reckless, shoot his bitch ass with the quickness. Name pleading, sorry, begging, asking for forgiveness. Puss ass nigga, Limp Biscuit.